Good morning, friends. It's Miss Marie, and I have missed you guys so much. I know I haven't seen some of you in a very long time. Today is Wednesday, June 10th, 2020, and our last day of school is June 12th on Friday. So we're going to do a special video on Friday to say goodbye to our friends for the summer, and maybe we'll see you at summer camp. Maybe we won't, but I know that we'll hopefully all see each other again very soon. The last video that I sent you, I had shown you our progress on our seeds that we planted, and they had begun germination, and then they were starting to grow into their seedlings with the little leaves. So let's take a look at those and see what they look like now, and we'll decide if they're ready to put in soil yet. Okay, here's our little indoor garden. Our lemon seed has sprouted, has 2 big leaves, and a couple of other ones have just begun germination and are rooting. Do you think that one's ready to go in the soil? I see some roots down there. We can plant that one. Let's look at our beet seeds. This process is taking much longer for the beet seeds. We have a little baby leaf, and we have some roots and some sprouts, but I just don't think they're strong enough to put in soil yet. So we're going to let those sit in the sun a little bit longer so we can keep an eye on them while they're in their glass jars. And then our cucumber seeds, do they look like they're growing pretty well? I think so. This one still has its little seed on it. It hasn't popped off yet. Lots of healthy roots to plant. Lots of baby leaves growing. So that is ready to go in the soil. Our kidney beans, some roots, some thick stems coming out still, and some leaves. So as long as we have some good roots to put in the soil, I think they're ready to go. And lastly, who remembers what this is? We have some at school too. That's our potato, and he has a lot of roots and a really big sprout. So I think he's going to be ready to go in the soil too, because I think he has outgrown his little water jar with the paper towels. Should I plant him in soil too? Okay. So tomorrow's video we'll be planting all of these guys in soil. But first, let's take a look at the seeds my mom, Miss Michelle, planted outside. Let's go. It's been very warm, so we've been watering our plants every day. We have some new jasmine trees lining our house, and we planted these new beautiful bright red flowers, red and with blue pots. It reminded me of Nikki, Ollie's mom, because I know that she likes red and blue together from our terrarium building night. They're kind of like Japanese colors of Japan. So let's go check on our new little vegetable garden. Everything's growing very nicely. Lots of flowers. I also found, which I thought Ollie might enjoy, what are these guys growing under our little wildflowers? Mushrooms. Do you think we can eat these? I'll ask Miss Nikki. I'm not sure. I'm not a mushroom expert. And we have this little butterfly bush. Is actually very big now, but I planted it last summer, and now it's almost as tall as I am. Do you know why it's called a butterfly bush? because it attracts butterflies. Okay, let's see our vegetable plants. Walking, walking, walking. Wow! So if you remember, Miss Michelle, my mom, she planted some pumpkin seeds, some kidney beans. What else did she plant? Oh, and little potatoes. So these are, I believe, the kidney beans coming up. So that's what our little jar of kidney beans inside will turn into. Yep, look, you can see the shell of it right here. And again, we have to be watering these every day while it's so hot and sunny. But if it rains, we can take the day off from watering ourselves. So these are the kidney bean plants. And then we have our little potatoes growing from her potatoes that she cut in half. Remember, they all had eyes, so she cut them in half. So as these get bigger and bigger, they will grow deep roots into the soil. And remember, at school, we pull the roots out and all the little potatoes are dangling from them. And I just planted these a few days ago. These are tomato plants. So we'll have some tomatoes too. And this is rosemary, a type of herb. It's a plant that we use to spice our food. It's really humid outside. I'm a little bit sweaty just after being out here a few minutes, but I wanted to show you one last walkthrough of my backyard because we planted a lot of these things together, or we started a lot of these things together, and I want you to see how they finish. Okay, so first, who remembers this thing? What is it? Our birdhouse. Did the birds ever build a nest for their eggs in there? I don't think they ever finished it. And then we also planted flowers, which are doing lovely. And here are the daisies from Sam and Sydney, his mom. They're still going well. And we have basil, another herb that's delicious on pizzas or in spaghetti. Who likes spaghetti? And more tomatoes. And then here we have parsley and cilantro. More herbs. Before we go, let's do some morning meditation. And tomorrow we will plant our seedlings that are nicely rooted into some soil together. And you can let me know if you would like to plant something at school. I can help you, or maybe another adult or an older sibling can help you. When you're ready, put your hands on your knees. Oops. While we were meditating, I remembered I went to the school yesterday and was watering the plants in our gardens, and I felt under our little carrot leaves, I felt all the way down to the soil, and I could feel the carrots and parsnips growing. And they look alike, so I pulled one so that you can see what they'll look like coming out of the ground. But we have to let the rest take a little more time to grow some more, and they'll get bigger. But this is what our parsnips and carrots will look like when they get pulled out of the soil when they're ready. Thank you so much for joining me today. I will see you tomorrow for planting day. Goodbye, Emma. Goodbye, Alaya. Goodbye, Benson and Sam. Goodbye, Stone and Jacob and Nina and Ollie. Goodbye, Carmine and Anthony and Mila and Colette. I love you all so much. See you tomorrow.